Ignore the way I look because I'm about to head off to work, but I figured I'd just take a second. In 75 days, I turned 24. And I know 24 is not that big of a deal. It's 25 is the big deal, or I don't know, anytime after 25, because a lot of people have their midlife crisis. But I just feel like I'm really in this season of change right now. And the big thing for me is trying to figure out what I want to do in the next year, because a lot of things are changing in the next year for me. I don't think I've posted on this channel since pre-pandemic, when I was leaving the UK because of the pandemic and having to switch jobs because my fellowship ended and everything like that. So I feel like right now I'm just about to enter this season of change and I'm not really prepared for it. I'm definitely just trying to prepare myself for not getting overwhelmed, if that makes sense. I'm trying to prepare myself to not get overwhelmed with how many things I will need to be doing between the time I am 24 and the time I turn 25. So, again, I'm going to sit down later and explain, but I'm actually going to go off to work and you're going to come along with me. So that's going to be fun. And I have no idea what I'm doing today, but we're just gonna do it. I will be so blunt, a very scary thing for me to do. I don't know why. I talk to a camera for a living. I'm a TV journalist and like, this should not be weird for me. And yet it so is. I really just, I hope the next 75 days is just something where by the time I turn 24, I can go into my birthday just feeling my best self and feeling ready for all the changes to come, and kind of also just have a better idea of what those changes will look like. But yeah, so I gotta get going to work because I'm late probably now, honestly. And yeah, so it's gonna be a very fun, exciting day, and because my day is never not exciting. And yeah, so come along with me.
Many hours later.
Happening today, the Michigan Supreme Court rules a Genesee County judge did not have the authority to criminally indict officials charged in connection with the Flint water crisis. This includes former Governor Rick Snyder, his health director, and 7 others. The ruling now means the charges filed will go back to Genesee County to be dismissed.
Legal experts say the decision doesn't come as a shock due to the reasoning behind this rarely used law. ABC 12's Rachel Eiler joining us live now in Flint to break that down. And Rachel, what seems to be the issue?
Yeah, Angie. Well, one local attorney tells me that there were simple missteps that could have easily been avoided, but it comes down to the attorney general's requesting the prosecutor to use a one-man grand jury, and because of it, well, the court simply has to start over. Good morning, everybody. How we all doing? I'm good. I'm tired. Happy Tuesday. No, just kidding. It's Wednesday. Oh my God, that's how the day's gonna go. I'm telling you right now. Well, anyway, good morning. Cheers. Grab your cup of coffee. Have a sit down. Yesterday was chaotic, to say the least, which is why it was so short. Yeah, so yesterday was a breaking news day, which I knew about literally walking into my office. So I am a TV news reporter in Flint, Michigan, and if you know Flint, I would be surprised if you didn't, because it has gained such national attention because of the Flint water crisis. So you probably have heard of it, or were told about it, or it's in your history class or environmental class and whatnot. It was a really big deal. Like, a lot of people died from it. A lot of people are still suffering from it. a trial is still going on for it, as well as people trying to get a settlement and whatnot. Basically, yesterday's breaking news was a court ruled that a judge doesn't have the power to indict or bring charges against somebody. What now happens is the people who were being tried, essentially, will basically, their charges no longer exist, and that includes the former governor of Michigan, Rick Snyder, his health director, and a bunch of other people who were kind of all part of making the decision or the switch for the Flint water, and things like that. So if you're interested in learning more about that, feel free to like go look it up. It's honestly like, it's really interesting because I knew about the Flint water crisis before I moved here. It's actually one of the reasons I did move here was because it had the news that I wanted. Not news, that sounds so awful. I don't know how to phrase it. It has the type of reporting that I want. Like, there's a lot going on here because of the Flint water crisis and because of the aftermath. But anyway, so I walked into breaking news yesterday, which is why it was kind of chaotic and hectic, and it was just a lot. I had to go live like 3 times, and it was just very hectic running around trying to schedule interviews and stuff like that. But hey, that's literally a day in the life of me. So I'm kind of hoping to show you a little bit more about that all today. I'm hoping that I don't have breaking news today, but you never know. Literally, I walked into work 5 minutes with the rest of my pitches ready, and that changed very, very quickly. So it's gonna be a really busy day though. So let's just go get ready, I suppose. All right.
With her favorite photographer. The best in all of ABC 12.
He just had to hype himself up though. So, are you the best at ABC 12?
No, not really, but I have to make it seem like to the people that I am. There are many people more talented in the area of news videography, but outside of this, I'm a whole different monster, don't you worry. So Rachel, what are we doing today?
The day's going good. So it's been a rough, not rough, it's been a hectic, I should say, morning as always. So yeah, so luckily no breaking news today, knock on wood, always. But yeah, so last week there was a huge fire in this small village called Holly, about 30 minutes from Flint, and it's right on the edge of our viewing area. And so basically there's 200 years of history in these buildings and whatnot. So we are here kind of just doing an update. They are still without power in some of these buildings, and they now have it all fenced up. So like I can actually show you too. It's like, take a look here. Like
this, yeah, like last week was not there. And this is one of the buildings that actually got burned down. It was an antique store. The building next to it, and you can kind of see that it's like all charred at the top and everything like that. That's actually part of the Holly Hotel. And then there's, on the other side, a bunch more buildings that got basically destroyed and damaged and went on. Again, this is 200 years of history. So this is like such a
small community. People are still working to get the power back on, also to figure out, you know, what started the fire, but then as well as just, this is such a small community. That's very much part of their history, and they need to make sure that they get everything in order. We are actually waiting for a few people to call me back to set up interviews. So it was nice because I made a lot of connections. Ah, how rude of them, they're doing work. Should be kind of an easy day, hopefully. We'll see, I guess. So stay tuned.
So.
Yeah.
I got a date tonight.
He has a date tonight, guys.
Not a real date.
Let's talk about the love life of Darius here.
The love life with Darius.
Love life of Darius.
So there's this song, I don't know if you guys listen to Bad Bunny, but it's called Titi Me Preguntó, okay? And he says, basically that says, Auntie asked me if I have a lot of girlfriends, and he responded today one, tomorrow another, and you know, that's where I am in my life right now. So nothing consistent, but you know, we're just having a hot boy summer. We're just having fun, and then, you know, if the right one comes, the right one comes.
Do you aspire to have a relationship?
This is my thing with relationships. Let me break it down.
All right, hang on. Let's get close here.
So the thing is, guys, I mean everybody, you can't be in a rush. You cannot settle, because at the end of the day, you need somebody that's gonna match your energy. You see, the thing is, you have to have the same goals, the same dreams. And the thing that I run into often is like, yeah, beautiful girl, fun time, you know, we get along. But at the end of the day, I know I want to leave Michigan, and she's like, I want to stay in Michigan. Boom, instantly, yeah, done. Or, you know, I want more. I want, you know, nice cars, big house, and she's like, I want to live on a farm in the country. I'm like, nah. So it's a give and a take. It's a compromise, but you don't have to settle. Don't let being lonely make you settle in a long-term relationship that in the end you didn't really want. So yeah, I'm just not settling.
Don't settle.
That's the advice of the day. Don't settle.
A little more than a week has passed since a devastating fire destroyed 200 years of Holly's history in its downtown Battle Alley. Continuing coverage tonight, you'll remember we told you that fire ripped through Arcade Antiques and severely damaged multiple other businesses, including the historic Holly Hotel and Andy's Place.
Investigators haven't released the cause of the fire just yet. However, they say it began in the south end of the Arcade Antiques building. ABC Hill's Rachel Eiler visited the downtown area to catch up with village officials who are working to help displaced employees continue cleanup and preserve the history that is still standing.
Recovery efforts are still underway a week after that massive fire that destroyed so many buildings. And right here in Battle Alley on the south side, a lot of the buildings are actually still without power. And if we take just a few steps to our right, the fencing has now shifted back down Battle Alley where the Arcade Antiques used to stand. And today, Consumers is here trying to work on restoring that power while the rest of the village tries to see what they can do to preserve the history of all of these respected buildings.
It's Friday. I'm tired. We have so much to do. I'm pretty sure I didn't film anything during the day just because I was running around. Like I said, I had a lot of prep to do this week for other stories and stuff like that. And yeah, so it was just a lot. But today's Friday, and it's the end of the week, which is so nice. But today I actually am working a split shift at work, so I am actually gonna get ready for the gym right now, and then I have an interview, and then I have to get ready for work, and then I have to go to work, and then I have to try and turn a story, successfully. I have to turn my story for the later show, and I'm just waiting to hear, and I won't probably hear for like another hour, but because I'm working a split shift, I might do 2 stories today. I'm waiting to hear if I am, and if I do, what that story is. I was I was hoping to clean up the apartment this morning, but I slept a little too late. So now I gotta get up and go to the gym because I haven't been all week either, and I gotta get back. And that's the other thing too, is my coach is about to go on maternity leave. I love her so much. So she is awesome, and today's her last class, so I won't see her for a while because she's gonna go welcome a new person into this world, this crazy world. But it'll be good, and I'm really excited for her. So anyway, it's the gym time, and I don't want to go put on a sports bra, but hey, that's the first world problem of being a woman, right? There we go, the place that's the death of me. Let's do it. Well, today just feels like nonstop chaos. That's nothing new. I've been here for a few hours now. I did my interviews over Zoom this morning, and basically I wrote all my scripts already, but now I am trying to start doing all the editing and things like that. So, and of course, no holiday weekend is complete without doing travel stuff. And so that's obviously one of my stories today. I am in the 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and the 11 o'clock, but luckily I don't have to be here for the 11 o'clock, so I'm going to do what's called a look live, and basically when I'm out on my live hits for 5 and 6, I'm just going to shoot something there.
Lots of drivers hit the road earlier today and are being met with orange barrels, high gas prices, and of course all that congestion on the highways. ABC 12's Rachel Eiler out right now with a live look at road conditions. What's it look like, Rachel?
Yeah, Angie, well, I'm feeling a little bit of hopeful. Cars are coming in and out. At about 6:31, I'll be joining all those long cars behind me. Again, congestion is a little bit of hit and miss. Just before the show, long congestion. A lot of people are just trying to head up north to enjoy that beautiful weather that we can expect. And again, AAA is predicting a lot of people on the road. They're actually saying that this is going to be the second busiest 4th of July since the year 2000, with travel times up at least 50%. And of course, here in Michigan, you can't hit the road without seeing a few orange cones out there, but the Michigan Department of Transportation has lifted lane restrictions on a little more than 100 construction projects. We still have that other added challenge. Gas prices, they are through the roof right now, but we do have some good news and a little hope on the horizon. So I'll tell you all that coming up in the 6 o'clock hour. For now, reporting live, I'm Rachel Eiler, ABC 12 News.
Alright guys, that's where I'm going to close out this video. I hope you enjoyed following along a little bit behind the scenes of my everyday work life. We gotta hit the road, so I'll catch you guys next time.